up in the chat right now.
About what?
He just acts like he knows what he's talking about when it comes to the Cowboys.
Yeah, because your team stinks, man.
Relax, pal. You're going to be visibly fuming if the Cowboys take the fucking Buccaneers out.
Not really, dude. Again, this doesn't mean a whole lot to us.
Yeah, settle down, big boy. AJ Brown and Alvin Kamara start. You'd love to see it. Oh shit, we're live.
Yeah, dude, I went live.
I didn't even realize. Oh shit, I'm back to back. Any tight ends? No.
Why are you doing a puppy draft right now? Is my question.
I kind of panicked. It said 17 minutes left of them, so I'm like, fuck, I gotta get a couple more teams in.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I have so much CD Lamb. It's impossible.
T-Vel in the chat. Cowboys are locked.
Absolutely. Okay. At the spread now, the spread's like fucking -10. Like, come on, give me that.
It's not -10,
dude. Yeah, on some sites I've heard it was fucking -10.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that.
You could search it, bro. It's at least -9.5 for Tampa right now. I'm pretty sure I heard it was -10.
-9.5 is a lot of points. I probably wouldn't take it at that point.
Yeah. What was ours at? Like 8 or 8.5 or something like that?
-7.5.
Oh shit. Okay. Either way, it's fucking Cowboys gonna win. It doesn't even matter.
Now we got Nick in the chat. What's up, Nick?
Classic.
Start DJ Moore, Mike Davis, or Tyson Williams, whatever his name is, or Chris Carson at flex in PPR.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, that's got to be DJ Moore. PPR really knocks guys like Chris Carson, especially. Mike Davis doesn't catch a whole lot of passes either. So give me the wide receiver with the way better matchup and the way better player there. So
and like I would rather start like myself than Tyson Williams in a lineup right now, to be honest. What do you think about starting AB and Godwin tonight? I have Jamar Chase, Elijah Moore, and Marvin Jones. AB versus Chase would be close.
Yeah, Godwin's an auto start. The conversation's really AB versus Chase, maybe versus Elijah Moore as well. Marvin Jones, honestly, they all have kind of good matchups. AB, Chase, Elijah Moore, and Marvin Jones. They all have good matchups, but
I'd probably go Godwin, Chase.
I think I'd go Godwin, AB. With a rookie wide receiver in week 1, I think I lean to the veteran there.
I just think in terms of that matchup, high pace, going to be a lot of volume from the Bengals side.
Right, but so is this matchup.
And that's fair too, yeah. Either way, both are good starts. But yeah, if you want to go AB, you want to go Chase, both are good. So happy I drafted Gus the Bus until I woke up today. Yeah, that is straight pain. A question for you. Why does God hate the Ravens? Yeah, I mean, that is just ridiculous. 2 back-to-back plays, torn ACLs for 2 of their like starting players is wild.
Not to mention, I think what God wants is the over on Lamar Jackson's passing yards this year is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know Bateman when he comes back.
If Lamar Jackson can like pull a 13-win season out of this year with no backfield, pretty much, I think he's going to be a lock for the MVP this year.
Yeah, facts. I mean, literally though, are we at all shocked if Lamar Jackson in a 17-game season runs for like 1,500 yards?
That'd be pretty crazy. I'd be shocked if he ran for 1,500.
Imagine.
That would be wild. What if he just like led the league in rushing?
Wild.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Spicy?
Said, are we worried about Eckler at all? You do that all the time.
Bad.
So, am I worried about Eckler? It sounds like he's been, I don't know, limited, I guess, in 2 straight practices. Is he DNPing? Is that what's showing up on the injury report, or is he limited?
He was on the side, is what it said. But actually, in a recent interview with Podfather, he basically said like he's still rehabilitating his hamstring. It's weaker than the right one is, like, clearly.
That's kind of nerve-wracking for.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And he's like, yeah, I'm strong enough. I feel like I'm good to go. But like, it's clearly evident that it's not as like, obviously it's not going to be as strong as a right one. But like for him to actually like say that, it's like, oh shit, like this is real life we're talking here. This isn't just, those things go away. No, like if you tear your hamstring off the bone, it legitimately will linger.
Yeah, that's pretty scary for Austin Eckler owners out there. Like, I'm not really sure what else you can do because you can't sell the guy. You're not going to get enough for him with this injury. I know I've seen some people talk about where they're getting him in drafts now. He's going in like the mid-3rd round and things of that nature. So, I mean, with Eckler, I would stash, and I already talked about this, I would stash Josh Kelly as the running back to own if anything happens to Eckler. I know Justin Jackson will probably get the pass catching work in that system, but I'm worried about the goal line work because Josh Kelly might even have the goal line job with Eckler on the field, let alone if Eckler's not on the field. And that offense, we both expect to be one of the best in the league. So if Eckler's gone and Kelly's the goal line back, I would prefer him in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. So we got Spicy Hot Yo, Lucas.
Oh.
Yeah, all right. So settle down there, Lukey. You can click these.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's at 9 right now. Yeah, the spread's at 9.
That's easy.
I mean, I might bet the Cowboys there. And if in a high scoring game, 9 points is a lot to cover. And as much as I think this will be a blowout, like that's a lot of points.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but yeah. New color to the name. Wait, where? What? What?
I don't know.
How you feeling about Swift this week? I also got Rojo on my bench. Oh shoot, I'm on the clock. Yeah, you can read
with
that.
the GOAT as my quarterback, so hard to guess what's going to happen with the Bucs backfield. Yep, and it will continue to be the rest of the season. So you could start Rojo, but I'm guessing what you're going to get out of Rojo every single week, probably out of Fournette every single week too, is 10 to 15 touches. You don't know if they're going to come in the receiving game, probably not the receiving game for Rojo, but you have no idea where they're going to come on the field. They're going to swap these guys out series in, series out. Some of these guys are going to get the goal line carries. Again, all offseason, I've been saying this is a best ball backfield, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So give me DeAndre Swift with the guaranteed workload. And some of the comments that we heard today, now we heard some other news today that doesn't sound so good for DeAndre Swift, but we heard some comments today.
Some made up news.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Dave
Apparently he's like
Kluge out
involved
here.
in
What's
some
going
kind
on
of
with
murder
that?
or something. I have no idea what's happening with Swift.
It's freaking Dave Kluge. I don't take that seriously.
That was before Dave talked about that though. Like it was already surfacing before that.
It's nothing.
Anyway, with DeAndre Swift, he's going to be on the field. He's going to get more touches than a guy like Ronald Jones will, and he's going to get more valuable touches than a guy like Ronald Jones. So I would definitely start DeAndre Swift over Rojo. We've heard as early as like Monday this week that DeAndre Swift was going to start this week. So I have no concerns about him being on the field.
Yes, sir. Agree on early rookies take. Thank you. Yep, no problem. Sorry, your vets week 1. Yeah, Spicy Hot loves it. Boys teams going down tonight. How you feel about your week 1 teams? Like fantasy teams or real life teams? Because obviously our real life teams play tonight, and our fantasy teams, I mean, I'm gonna win.
Yeah. Okay. In fantasy, I'm feeling pretty good about my week 1 teams. I got a number of. I mean, I could go over all of them. There's like way too many of them to go over. I'm in 7 leagues. I don't know how many leagues are you in this year.
More than 7.
Yeah. Okay. So
are we counting dinos too?
Yeah, I'm in
like 10.
3 redrafts, 4 dinos.
I'm easily in like 10.
I'm lucky. Somehow I'm in the same amount of leagues as I was in last year, and I thought for sure I'd end up being in more leagues. So I cut out 2 redraft leagues that I was in last year and then added 2 redraft leagues. So that's not the worst in the world. But yeah, I'm feeling good about my week 1 fantasy team. Hopefully this DeAndre Swift news can screw off because that'll really mess up some of my fantasy teams.
Also, hopefully, if Underdog is still open for you guys, I don't know what the timing is on it. Enter now because you're getting the biggest clowns entering drafts right now. But yeah, let me get through some questions. My dudes drafted Eckler in both my leagues. Hopefully the team's just resting him yesterday. I already scooped up Tyson and Justin Jackson. Yeah, I mean, at least you got your ass covered. I know Bush said he'd prefer Kelly. I personally like Jackson because of his pass catching upside. Kelly more of the goal line back. So I think it's going to be a split committee between those two. Maybe Roundtree kind of contributing on first and second down. But
yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a committee. None of them are going to be more than like flex plays.
Uh-huh.
Is Hollywood a decent flex on Monday? Yeah, I actually do think he is. I mean, with the running backs depleted on Baltimore, with the potential deep threat that Marquise Brown represents
against the Raiders too.
Yeah, so I'm actually starting Marquise in one of my leagues, and I think he's going to have a solid game. Like,
yeah, I think the only thing you got to worry about is if he shows up on the injury report on Friday or something like that randomly. If he re-aggravates his hamstring, then I wouldn't start him. But as long as he doesn't get downgraded in the injury report, you should be good to go with him because. I mean, all he needs is a big play. I'd imagine they're not going to be running a lot in this game because of the news with Gus Edwards, and Lamar might have to win it with his arm, and Hollywood should be a big part of that with Bateman out and with all these running back injuries.
Yep. What's up, Brendan? Feels good to be back. Amen, Owen. Haven't seen you in like a year. How you doing?
Yeah.
Should I start Gaskin or Carson at RB2 in week 1? I would go with Carson there.
Yeah, I'd go with Carson as well. It's pretty close. If it was in a full PPR league, I could consider starting Gaskin over him, but I would say in most formats, I'd go with Carson there. We got a $5 super chat, actually.
Oh, appreciate that.
Gaming with Geo says football is back. Damn right it is. High or low scoring game tonight, boys. I'm feeling a high scoring game on my Tampa side of things, low scoring on the Cowboys side of things. I actually think this game might hit the under because I do expect the Bucs to win this game and kind of salt it away in the second half. Maybe slow the game down a little bit. Could be like a 30-17 type of game. No. But I definitely could see it hitting the over here. So also, I feel like I want to stay away from the Baltimore running back room for a couple weeks. I want to stay away from it overall, to be honest. And thankfully, I didn't have any Gus Edwards. I did have one share of J.K. Dobbins in our listener dynasty league, but that was really the only exposure I had to this backfield. The good news for me is that I have Lamar Jackson in 2 of my 7 leagues, and I think it's wheels up for him.
Yeah, you're big chilling on that regard. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't necessarily believe that there's going to be many stops on either side, but do you remember where we left off, by the way?
Yeah, I got it.
Also appreciate the $5.
Yes, appreciate it. Owen says, I know you remember the name, of course. Thoughts on Josh Jacobs? Do I trade him in a package? Who do I look for to trade away for him? I would not trade. Wait, so are you looking to acquire Jacobs? Thoughts on do I trade him in a package? Who do I look for to trade away for him? Okay, you're trying to get rid of him. Okay, good. Good thing we're on the same page here. Josh Jacobs, he's in a weird tier of running backs, right? If you could get a guy like James Robinson, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift for Josh Jacobs, I highly doubt you'll be able to, but maybe you can package Josh Jacobs and like Rondell Moore and get up to like David Montgomery, something like that. But you might be, one thing you might be able to do actually is after this week, because David Montgomery is probably going to have a bad game against the Rams front. Maybe you could flip Josh Jacobs for David Montgomery if the Montgomery owner is fallen into the week 1 overreaction.
Yep, I agree there. Is it crazy to play AB over Montgomery week 1 PPR? No, I think that's correct play, to be honest.
Oof, that's a hard one, right? Because
I would do it.
I would play Montgomery. I think Montgomery's volume is locked in. He should get he has as much upside to catch as many balls as Antonio Brown does in a full PPR league because he is the only guy in his backfield really right now. So I would play Montgomery. I understand why you're tempted not to play Montgomery because I just said he's going to be playing against the Rams, but the PPR upside, Montgomery does have it, at least until Cohen is out of the lineup, and he could, fall into the end zone for a touchdown. I think AB is a good flex play, but I wouldn't play him over, even an RB2 option this week in Montgomery.
I want to hear who you have starting in your RB spots, though.
Yeah, I would assume he probably went like, if he has Montgomery, he probably went him in like the 3rd round or something. He probably has like Zeke and Najee Harris or something like that as his top 2 running backs, 2 guys that he got in rounds 1 and 2 or something.
Give me OBJ there, Owen. Pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll take OBJ. I think Debo's a good start this week though, as well with the Lions matchup. It's pretty good situation for both guys. OBJ against the Chiefs should be a pass heavy game script for the Browns. So both guys are good starts, but I would go with Odell as well. I just traded for Tyson Williams and Brandon. I just traded Tyson Williams and Brandon Cooks for Odell Beckham Jr., Tyler Boyd, and Melvin Gordon. I would have done this just for Odell. So you got Tyler Boyd and Melvin Gordon on top of that. So, yeah, I definitely would say that you won that trade for sure. I think Odell is the clear best asset in that trade for me. Melvin Gordon and Tyson Williams kind of cancel each other out. Same with Tyler Boyd and Brandon Cooks, to be honest. So I think you basically just got Odell Beckham for free.
Yep. Galladay or Elijah Moore this week? Give me Elijah.
Really, eh? You're going to start Elijah Moore as a rookie receiver over a guy like Kenny Galladay with a big contract?
Yep, I'll start Elijah Moore in that game against the Panthers over Kenny Galladay coming off a whole offseason of hamstring tightness in his first game ever going up against Denver.
Yeah. I mean, when you frame it that way, it's definitely not a bad idea. I would probably start Elijah Moore as well, but it's a tough decision to make given the fact that Galladay is the veteran here and he is the guy that probably should receive more volume, at least you'd think at the beginning of the season with Elijah Moore being a rookie. But if Jamison Crowder is out for sure for the Jets, I think this is a smash Elijah Moore week.
Yep, agree there. LOL. I have Zeke and CD. No, I'm not a Cowboys fan. I feel good with Zeke. But should I keep CD against the Bucs or sub Odell versus Chiefs?
No, keep CD in.
CD. Yeah, you do not set CD Lamb. That's my rule.
Yeah.
Go with that.
Thoughts on CEH? I mean, do you mean rest for the season or just this week?
Probably like a mid RB2 for this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably for the rest of the season too.
Yeah, Rendon, pick your favorite for this year. Jamal Williams, Leonard Fournette, or Michael Carter. I will take Michael Carter there, probably. I mean, they're all kind of close, I would say, but I'll take Carter there because he's the only one on this list, I would say, that has a chance to win his job outright with Leonard Fournette, you probably need a Rojo injury or a Gio Bernard injury. And then Jamal Williams, you absolutely need a DeAndre Swift injury or something else based on some of the news that we heard today. So I would go with Michael Carter there. I think he has the clearest path to the lead back in his backfield.
Yep, I agree with that.
Danica, go Buccaneers. Yes, ma'am, go Buccaneers.
Wait, I just want to clarify. Apparently, I'm the one who responded to the comment last time.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Underdog fantasy football greats, AB or DJ Moore. I'll take DJ Moore there. I think AB is in, we're going to be talking about this pretty much all offseason. AB is probably a guy you can start most weeks, and this week for sure, but DJ Moore to me is probably in that every week starter territory at wide receiver. So I would start DJ Moore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Spicy Hot says talking about the mod roll. It makes my name blue. I don't even see that. Does it? Doesn't show blue for me.
It shows it on the actual YouTube. I didn't notice.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. He's got a little wrench beside his name too.
Love that. Oh.
Yeah, half PPR doesn't really change anything. I would still go DJ Moore there. Just a clown. Can't stand that guy. It's funny. What's up, boys? What's up, Jared? I know you're pumped here. You can't wait to see your Titans play this weekend. Me versus Danny week 1 in the redraft. True. Hopefully.
I think I have Dak, Amari, and Gallup tonight.
Yeah, I have Brady in my home league going tonight. And I also have I have Lamb in our listener league as well.
Love that.
Or no, sorry. Lamster. Yeah, Lamb in our listener league. Sorry, I'm pretty sure those are the only guys that I have starting in redraft leagues at least. Hopefully Swift didn't murder anyone. Yes, I hope Swift did not murder anyone because he's like my highest owned running back on Underdog Fantasy, and I have him in 3 of my 7 leagues total.
Let's also hope for the person he potentially murdered that he didn't murder someone.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that may be a little bit more of it. I mean, I think the person got murdered regardless. Let's hope Swift isn't involved. I think it's already established that the person was murdered.
Oh, rest in peace to that person then.
Yeah, facts. What's up, boys? First game of the season. Let's go for sure. Are you a mod, dude? That's nice. Yeah, Jared, we'll get you a mod as well. You've been a very loyal subscriber. We'll get you one of those.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that again. I just searched up Spicy Hot on YouTube and got it, but I can get it done. I was actually gonna appoint a few mods and I completely forgot after Spicy Hot the other day. So yeah,
for sure. Also thoughts on the Ravens running back situation. So
Lamar.
Yeah, again, my answer is Lamar Jackson for that question. But with the Ravens running back situation, if let's say everybody's available on your waiver wire, Tyson Williamson or whatever his name is, Tyson Williams, Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, who was just signed today, I will probably lean Le'Veon Bell just because Le'Veon Bell can handle a full workload and he's got a 3-down skill set. I know that for a fact. Le'Veon Bell doesn't excite me, but I think that is the running back I take the shot on if I'm taking a shot on a Ravens running back. Where do you stand? Are you going for Tyson or are you going for Bell or Freeman?
Tyson Williams is the definition of fodder.
Le'Veon
Bell is probably washed, but he'll get a roll.
Yeah, so. And I know he can catch the ball, and I know he's good on the goal line. I know he can pass protect. I have less question marks about Le'Veon Bell. So I promptly added Le'Veon Bell immediately when I saw the sleeper alert that Gus Edwards went down in practice in our, I think it was either in our listener league or in the league that we have with Ron and some of his followers. I can't remember which one I did it in, but I immediately added Le'Veon Bell in that league. So if he is out on your waiver wire, I would go get him. I would not trade for any Ravens running backs, though. Don't go out and trade for any of these guys because there's a good chance this was going to be a committee with Edwards and Dobbins if they were both healthy. It's going to be an even worse committee now with Le'Veon Bell and with these other guys because Lamar Jackson will most likely take a lot of the volume away from whoever the starting running back is and probably not throw to their running backs very much. So 25, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Who's the RB to get in Baltimore? Are they going to sign someone? Okay, yeah. So I kind of just answered that. What I hoped happened was they would trade for Melvin Gordon and free up my man Javonte Williams. Now that they signed Devontae Freeman, they probably aren't going to do that. But there's a chance they just build the all 2016 running back team in Pittsburgh and grab Melvin Gordon to go with Devontae Freeman and Le'Veon Bell as well. But I don't know whether to start Jamar Chase or Michael Gallup. What are your thoughts on that one? That's a close one, I think.
Probably Gallup slightly, but
yeah, again, I want to see what Chase's role is before I throw him into my lineup. I think Gallup is a good enough option that you can get by with him instead of starting Jamar Chase in week 1.
Yeah, yeah. I'll slightly go Chase, but like I think both are just upside swings. To be honest, I don't like. I can't
Yeah, neither
confidently.
guy's like inside a wide receiver 3 territory, probably even for me. They're probably both around that wide receiver like 40 range, I would imagine. I
I
haven't
mean,
actually
they're
like done.
they're both going to be fringe like top 35 wide receivers for me, but I think it's based on their ceiling. I think both at their ceiling could legitimately have like back end RB or wide receiver one type ceilings this week. It's just betting on what exactly the range of outcomes is here is tough to say because I mean,
Right.
at their floor, you're getting like 3 for 40.
Right. And like the Bengals have an easy matchup, I would say. I think I would go with Chase. Actually, now that I'm going to change my answer, I think I
Yeah.
would go with Chase because yes, Gallup has a good matchup against predominantly SMB in the slot. I would imagine is who he's going to be facing most likely in this Buccaneers game. But again, I don't expect the Cowboys to be able to move like a well-oiled machine on offense. They have a lot of moving parts on their team. Their quarterback is coming back from a major injury. I don't expect this Cowboys offense to just light the lamp basically against the Cowboys. I think whatever production that they do have is probably going to be eaten up by Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. That not being said, I think Gallup is definitely a good upside swing, but I think there's more of a pie available for Jamar Chase.
Yeah. And like I'm saying Jamar, but again, I've already said this on Twitter, but I just have like a gut feeling this is a Gallup like 130 and 2 type of game. I don't
It
know what
definitely
it is.
could be, yeah.
Like, I mean, it was the same thing with Seattle last year, where like everybody's like saying start Amari, start CD, yada yada yada, and then Gallup was the one who had like 35 points.
Yeah.
But let's get into some of these comments. Probably like a fringe RB3. I mean, it's gonna be Lamar that takes over this game.
Yeah, again, I'm more likely to take the shot on Le'Veon Bell than I am on Tyson Williams. Or
Yeah.
Tyson Williams. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but
What about now? The question is, what about for week 1?
for week 1, I'll start Williams of the 3 running backs for the
Same.
Ravens, I would say. But even still, he's only like a RB 35 probably range for me. I can look actually right where I have him now. But
I gotta finish my rankings.
yeah, I got to finish my running back rankings as well. But I'm pretty sure I have him. Tyson Williams. I'm at 41, and that's before the Gus Edwards injury. So he's going to probably be around that 35 range. Like there's guys like Zach Moss, Kenyon Drake area is probably where he's going to end up being, James White type of area. So yeah, again, not a guy that I'm very excited about. I know, right, Jared? Yeah, for sure. Lawnmower Man 4.4. Are you Manscaped? PPR flex, start Ayuk or Antonio Brown, Corey Davis. Kind of leaning towards AB, starting AJ Brown and Lamb already. Antonio Brown would be third on that list for me, I think. I would go with Ayuk for sure against the Lions defense and Corey Davis too against the Panthers defense. I think both of those guys are in better spots. I mean, all 3 of those receivers have good matchups, but give me Ayuk as the guy probably with the highest floor and probably the highest ceiling on the week as well. But I do really like Corey Davis and Antonio Brown this week too.
Yep, agree there. Amari, Godwin, or Montgomery in the flex. I would personally rank them the way you have them, but you might flip Godwin and Cooper.
Yeah, I'd probably lean I mean, it's tough because Godwin's off the injury report, so the injury shouldn't be a worry for anybody. Like I would imagine Godwin is going to have the best matchup on the field of any of the Bucs wide receivers. I expect the Bucs to score the most points in this game, so give me Godwin over Amari slightly, but they're both going to be in the top 15 for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, this could hurt Lamar. No,
it hurts the offense, I would say, to not have consistent running back play. But I think Lamar is going to have to take matters into his own hands, so to speak.
Yep, I agree there.
5-leg parlay today. So Bucs minus.
Why are you losing it in the first one, man?
No, you're not. It's possible, but okay. So Bucs minus 8.5, over 52.5. So in the over, this is generally a no-no, right? If you take the over, you generally want to be taking the underdog, especially when the line is this wide, like it is here.
Yep.
So that could be a little sketchy for Jared there. Godwin, Brown, CD, anytime scorers. So that's a big bet there. You got to hope for a lot of points in this one for sure, and got to probably hope that the Bucs just absolutely throttle them early on.
And he's got to hope that CD scores in that time frame.
True. I have Julio, Keenan, Thielen, and Robbie Anderson PPR. I don't even know I got all of them. What 3 would you say to start? The first 3 for sure. I'd like to know what your flex options are, though, unless, maybe it's a 2 wide receiver on 1 flex league. But If you can somehow get Anderson in your lineup, I think he's probably going to have a good game against the Jets defense. But yeah, I would start the first three as well. Pick 2, Lockett, Amari Cooper, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown. I will lean with the first 2, I think.
I'm going Cooper and Julio.
You're going Cooper and Julio?
Dude, Julio is legitimately going to tear up that Cardinals secondary if he avoids the injury report.
The Cardinals that they're playing. I forgot about that.
Bro, yeah, who's going to stop him? Freaking Marco Wilson?
And with A.J. Brown potentially, A.J. Brown's going to play by the sounds of it, but he could be a little limited to some degree. So yeah, I'll go with Amari Cooper and Julio, but I think Lockett's a great start as well this week. Yep. Do I start Godwin or Ayuk at my flex? I have Keenan and Ridley starting. Well, so you got a great wide receiver core, which is good news for you. I would start Chris Godwin though, over Brandon Ayuk this week. Yep. Anthony Yates, start Dak in his first game back with a tough matchup, or roll Tannehill. I'm starting Tannehill easily, not even close. I have Tannehill for the record. Again, we're going to talk about, and we have a lot of people in here now. Maybe we should talk about this. Our weekly schedule for in-season content. I put a post out on the YouTube channel today talking about what our weekly schedule is going to be. Me and Danny are going to be talking about our rankings discrepancies versus ECR. You guys seem to enjoy that last year. We had fun making it. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. And Ryan Tannehill is going to be one of my biggest discrepancies for sure, because I have him as my quarterback 4 on the week. I still like him. I think he's my quarterback 9, but is this going to be our first player v player bet of the year? Yeah, it might be. I'll take Tannehill for sure.
I'll take Dak. Where's my pencil? Dak. And again, we're going to be doing a lot more of these on the ranking show and on the live streams, because if you guys watched last year, we'd probably do at least 5 of them a week, which we probably should have kept more track of, because we should get
a legitimate scoreboard going.
Spreadsheet,
yeah. Can you pick 2 of the 3, Robbie Anderson, Shenault, or AB? So I will go for sure with Robbie Anderson there. Shenault versus the Texans is definitely an intriguing matchup, but I think I'll lean with the safe play of playing Antonio Brown, because I know what his role is, versus with Laviska Shenault, I don't exactly know what I'm getting right away. And I'm not thinking that the Jags offense is a smash in week 1 with a new quarterback and a new coaching staff. So I think I'll go with AB and Robbie Anderson there.
Yeah. Robbie Anderson, AB. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, we're going to be going to owners. I think we mentioned it at some point, but yeah, so we're going to be going over to Owner's Box. I don't know, probably 7:15, 7:20. We'll be heading off of here Eastern time. So make sure you guys get your questions in here, because we are going to Owner's Box, and I'm going to, if you're in the Discord, I'll throw in some fun updates about Danny's mental state when the Buccaneers are kicking the shit out of them. Sure. So.
Yeah, and if you follow us on Twitter, trust me, I'll be setting the tone once Gallup scores a nice touchdown over SMB.
For sure. Don't sit CD. Got it. What about T. Higgins or Odell? I would go T. Higgins. They're not even close, in my opinion. Yeah. I also have,
and I like Odell.
I like Odell too, but I like T. Higgins is going to be in my top 18 wide receivers probably on the week.
And Justin, Edmonds or Odell in the flex? I'm going Odell if it's PPR.
Yeah, I suppose Edmonds has got a good matchup against the Tennessee run defense, but I would take Odell Beckham there.
I think that's going to be a super high. Yeah, I think that's going to be a super high scoring, super fast paced game. The Cardinals are going to rely on the passing game. So will the Titans. Hence why I like Julio. I would go with Odell over Edmonds.
Yeah, Cardinals relying on the passing game isn't the worst thing in the world for Edmonds, though.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But I'm just saying, in terms of his overall usage.
Here's a Cowboy that I would play, though, because I think the Buccaneers defense has been kind of bend, don't break. So there's a good chance that there's a lot of field goal opportunities. They tighten up the defense in the red zone or something like that, and the Cowboys got to kick a lot of field goals in this game. That's just the way I see it going. That's the way our defense plays all the time. We always tighten up. We allow a big play here and there, and we'll tighten it up in the red zone and force a field goal. So Greg Zuerlein, not a bad DraftKings pick if you guys need to save some money somewhere. So thanks, boys. Good luck this week. Yep, you too. What's a better flex play, Odell or Devontae Smith? Now, this one's a close one because, again, my gut tells me to lean with the veteran. I don't know what Devontae Smith's role is going to be right away. But at the same time, I think Devontae Smith probably has a higher weekly ceiling this week because they are playing the Falcons.
I don't know, though, because Beckham plays against the Chiefs in what should be a high-scoring game, too, though.
Right. The Falcons' defense, though, is...
I would probably still slightly lean Odell.
I think I would too, but like again, that's really
That's
close.
close. That's
Maybe
like
if you're behind, I'm not sure when these games take place, but if you're behind in your matchup, let's say somebody has like Brady and Evans going tonight and you're playing against them and they get really, really ahead of you or something like that, and you need some ceiling, I wouldn't hate the idea of playing Devontae Smith because I think he's got a big ceiling this week against the Falcons defense, but Odell could have a big ceiling against the Chiefs too. So
I think we're probably talking about like wide receiver 23 versus wide receiver 24 in our rankings.
yeah, like it'll be.
And I haven't even finished them. Like, yeah.
Swift or James Conner
Swift.
week 1. That's Swift, not close.
Yeah.
James Conner, we don't really even know what James Conner's role is. We all kind of assumed it was the Kenyon Drake role from last year. And then all in the preseason, all we saw was Chase Edmonds used in that role and kind of used as the primary back in general. So I'll easily take DeAndre Swift there.
Yep. Agree there. Also, I just got Rashad Bateman in the 14th round.
True. Bryson, oh my God, LMFAO. With the Gus Edwards injury, how much does Lamar and Andrews' value increase? I think Andrews is a big time winner because if the passing volume goes up, Andrews is the guy, at least for now, until Rashad Bateman comes back. I think Andrews is the primary pass catcher of this team. And Andrews is a guy, I'm pretty sure I have Andrews in like 4 of my 7 leagues. I have him in a lot of places. I have him in 2 of my dynasty leagues and 1 of my redraft leagues. So it's 3 of my 7 leagues that I have him in. So definitely a guy that should see a volume uptick if the Ravens pass the ball a lot. The Gus Edwards injury definitely impacts Lamar's rushing volume, I would say, but the offensive efficiency might take a downtick, like I said, if they can't run the ball consistently on the with running backs.
Yeah. I mean, Bryson basically outlines exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
Let's go. Can't wait for kickup. Great job, boys, on the road to 10K. I appreciate that, Kilgi. And yeah, I mean, appreciate all those comments
on videos more than Kilgi does. So
I was just about to say that. Yeah, like Eck, you guys want us to like remember your names and everything? I mean, you guys have already seen us refer to guys like on a personal level. Comment as much as you can on these YouTube videos. Get that algorithm up and we'll heart your comments, we'll reply to your comments, everything. So had to give that little algorithm shot.
Yeah, I think it's been like 7 months since we didn't reply to a comment. So we're on a nice stroll here. So Kyle says, just traded Tyson and Gallup for Julio. Yeah, this is the classic example of selling somebody on the hype. If anybody thinks Tyson's going to be an RB1, RB2 type, I think they're sorely mistaken. You traded basically a hopeful RB3 and a weekly wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 flex play into a guy that you can start every single week as a wide receiver 2. That's basically what you did.
Yeah. Speaking of Tyson, yeah, take that yesterday, Yadiel.
Oh my God. That's absurd. I'm pretending I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, I would just accept it right away before he knows what hit him. Kyle says, rate my team, PPR 12 team, Josh Allen, Zeke Elliott, Antonio Gibson, David Montgomery, great 3 stack of running backs there. Ayuk, Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts, Corey Davis, DJ Chark. I think you got a good mix of ceiling. You got a good mix of safety. I think this is, a solid 9 out of 10. You got an advantage at both quarterback and tight end, and you still have a solid roster overall.
Yeah, I agree there. Terrace Marshall's on waivers. Do I drop Judy, Smith, or Higgins? You don't drop any of those guys? Is there anybody else?
Those guys?
They're like, please don't drop those guys. But like, is there like no like fodder piece on your bench that you can pick up for them? Because like those are legitimate like wide receiver 2s.
Yeah, no, those guys are too valuable to be dropping for sure.
Absolutely. I'm Ravens fan. Do you think?
No, not a chance. Not a chance. No chance. He gets into the Hall of Fame.
Ew. I might have to stop watching football if he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's got a good, respectable career resume, but not a Hall of Fame resume for sure.
Absolutely not.
Jacob says Jarvis Landry or Darrell Henderson flex 2 spot. Give me Jarvis Landry there. I think Darrell Henderson against the Bears front. Again, we don't really know what the split is going to be between Sony Michel, Darrell Henderson, whoever else that they use there. So give me the stability. You didn't say what the scoring format is. I'm assuming it's some kind of PPR because most people play on that though. So give me Jarvis Landry in what should be a high scoring game. Should be a game that the Browns need to pass the ball quite a bit. So I'll take Jarvis Landry there.
Yeah. Amen. Here, let me just take this wide receiver.
OBJ or Marvin Jones Jr. Give me OBJ there. I don't think that's really that close. I like Marvin Jones this week as a good like flex DFS play because it's a good matchup, but I'll take OBJ there for sure.
Yep.
Should I trade Gaskin and Callaway for Thielen? Yes.
I'd hold.
I don't know. I would trade him for Thielen. I think with the Irv Smith injury, Justin Jefferson can't do everything there. I think Thielen's going to be just as involved as he was last year. He's got like a 4-year connection now running with Kirk Cousins. I don't think there's a chance that he's like phased out of this offense anytime soon.
I mean, it's close. If you're looking at like from an equity level, you're probably looking at What?
I'm not a Callaway believer. So this to me is giving up a hopeful wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5 in fantasy, and a dead zone running back who I don't really believe in for a solid wide receiver 2. So I will take this.
That's fair. Like if you could depart on the
Gaskin could backfire on you a little bit because he could get the volume that he saw last year, but I still think it's more likely that Malcolm Brown is involved, Salvin Ahmed is involved. So I'll take Thielen there.
Yeah, I'll probably take Thielen, but I think it's a little closer than just like straight up there. Oh, he says standard OBJ versus Marvin Jones.
I'd still take OBJ there.
Yeah, same.
Skip TY. What? Oh, Tyson. Okay,
Williams.
Tyson. Yeah,
Tyson.
and get Bell.
Get Bell.
Yeah, I'll take Bell there for sure. If we're talking about this week, I'll take Ty Will, but I'll take Bell for the rest of the season for sure. How do the injuries affect Hollywood Brown? I mean, Hollywood Brown's got his own injuries that he's dealing with, so he's not a guy that I'm overly excited about. But again, he's probably a wide receiver 4 flex play that you can use in good matchups, which this week against the Raiders would qualify as that.
Yep.
Classic. Another guy from last year. Hey guys, who I'm not going to pronounce his name because I can't. Hey guys, who should I put in my 2 flex spots? Yeah, isn't this one of your buddies?
Yes. It might be. I'm not sure if it's actually one of my buddies, but he's got I know a Malik ID.
Oh, true. Then it's probably him because that's a very unique name. So, T. Higgins, Judy, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Terrace Marshall, 2 flex spots. Give me Higgins and Judy there.
Higgins and Judy.
Marcus Peters also tore his ACL. So again, this could be another situation where the Ravens offense is forced to play a little bit more pass heavy because they're not winning by as much points as they were. Marcus Peters is a big time part of their defense. And one of the reasons too that one of the more underrated reasons why the Ravens were able to run the ball so much is because their defense generates a lot of turnovers because they're so aggressive. And Marcus Peters was the turnover generator on their defense because he's quite literally has the most interceptions in the NFL since he entered the league of any corner.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to play in. Swift or Lockett? Swift.
49ers defense is a somewhat tough matchup. I think
Swift.
Who do the Seahawks play?
Colts.
The Colts?
Kenny Moore. Swift.
I'll take Lockett there. I think I'll take Lockett.
Swift.
Again, I might need to know the scoring format of that one, Bilal. I mean, it's not like Swift doesn't contribute in PPR, but I would take. I think I would take Lockett there.
If Swift plays, Swift's the answer for me. Yawn likely. Callaway
for sure. Uncle Lenny or Rojo?
Rojo.
I'll take. Oh man, that's such an awful question. I have no idea who to go in this direction. I'll take Rojo in half PPR, but if it's a full PPR, I would take Uncle Lenny because he probably gets more receiving work.
Needs 2 here. Claypool and A-Rob or Godwin?
I think I'm taking A-Rob and Godwin in full PPR. A-Rob's got a lot of value.
Yeah, probably A-Rob and Godwin, but
it's a tough matchup though for A-Rob. They don't shadow Jalen Ramsey, but they do use Darius Williams and Jalen Ramsey on sides. Allen Robinson's going to have a tough matchup regardless. Who do the Steelers play again?
Bills.
Yeah, I mean,
Trey White's going to be on Deontay.
No, I don't expect Trey White to be on Claypool or anything, even if he plays sides or whatever. It's really a toss. I think Godwin's the lock of that lineup for me because of the great matchup that he has. Yeah. But between A-Rob and Claypool in a full PPR, if this was half PPR, I might lean Claypool, but full PPR does favor A-Rob a lot more than it does Claypool. So I'd go with A-Rob there.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably agree there. So I got
okay, yeah. So that's a very interesting thing that there's another fellow Canadian Bucs fan here. So the way I became a fan of the team was I really liked defense when I was a kid. When I first started watching football, the Buccaneers defense was the best in the league. Obviously, that 2002 D-core that dominated everybody. And the first Madden game I got was Madden 03 or something like that. And the Bucs, having just won the Super Bowl the year before, were the best team in the game. And they also had the best defense with Derek Brooks, who was a cheat code at linebacker that year in the Madden game. And
Michael Parsons. And
they had Mike Allstott on offense to run the ball and stuff. So I would say a combination of them being very good on defense / Madden is the reason I'm a Bucs fan. Unfortunately, I had to suffer for, years of Josh Freeman, Jameis Winston quarterback play after that until we won the Super Bowl this year. And that's why I'm such a cocky Bucs fan as of now, because I've never seen successful football.
I respect the Bucs because you got the classic tone setter, Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott might be the 101 in the tone setter all-time rankings.
Yeah, him and Benny Snell is a close fight.
Yeah, facts. AB or Deontay in full PPR. I'll take Deontay. Probably not even close in my opinion. LOL. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome for sure. Yeah, go get that lawnmower. Bilal says Devontae Smith, Pittman, or Chase week 1. I'll take Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Let's go. Tyler Boyd or Jerry Jeudy for the flex. I'll take Jerry Jeudy. I think Judy's going to be a guy that I really, really like this week, especially from a DFS perspective, because Cortland Sutton is going to have a really tough matchup against who they play? Giants? Bradbury, right? Yeah, Bradbury's a shadow corner. I'd imagine he's going to be on Cortland Sutton because Cortland Sutton is the more established guy there. So James Bradbury, if Cortland Sutton gets the James Bradbury treatment, I think Jeudy could go off in this game.
By the way, I officially finished with 38 puppy 3 entries.
Jesus. AJ Brown about to go off. Yeah, what else is new? Pick one, PPR, Lockett, AB, Mostert, Saquon. Oof. I think you got to start Saquon there, honestly. Like, it's tough because, again, we got to monitor reports really closely. If we hear things like he's not going to play that much, and we've already heard limited workload stuff, Lockett's a very good option this week. I don't hate you for going with Lockett in, I'm assuming, your flex spot because of the Saquon reports that he might be limited if you want to just give it a week to see how his workload looks. But I think Saquon is probably the ceiling play in that decision. But it's only between those two guys for me.
If you drafted Saquon, you play Saquon. That's my view on this. I would want to start Lockett though, but that would more so have to be against more ancillary pieces. I'd want to know what wide receivers are starting over him, but Saquon's got. Also, I want to know what running back's starting over Saquon.
Yeah, literally. It's probably. I mean, you probably have a good running back core if that's the case.
Yeah. Yep. Juju, Gurley, Vic Beasley. Fuck no.
Oh I'm not fucking any of them, but I'm killing Juju for sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'd probably marry Gurley. You know what? That guy, maybe I can give him some knees. Maybe he can go
I would
back
not marry Juju. He's definitely very high maintenance.
Nah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, +2. He'd probably put me on a TikTok.
That's Cole Beasley, not Vic Beasley. Cole Beasley.
Oh
yeah, we're killing. I mean, we don't need to kill Cole Beasley. The virus is going to do that.
Yeah, see, there you go. If you marry him, then you just get his earnings after he goes from the virus.
Jesus. Larry says Marquez Callaway or James Conner in the flex.
Sorry, Callaway.
Easy. Callaway. I'll take Callaway in a full PPR. James Conner's virtually a 0 in the passing game with Chase Edmonds there. So Higgins or Odell week 1. I'll take Higgins there.
Yeah, Higgins, but I do like Odell.
A lot of Odell questions so far. Blind bet the Titans over. They've hit 75% overs last year. So you don't even know what the over-under is, and you just bet it. I mean, it should be a high-scoring
It's hitting
game.
over this week. Yeah,
yeah, 100%. It should be a high-scoring game. Neither team is very equipped on defense, especially not the Cardinals. So Edmonds or Javonte week 1. That's a close one, man. I think Javonte. I would lean with Chase Edmonds, though. I think I would lean with what I know is probably a more secure workload week 1. Again, if I can help it, I want to avoid a guy like a rookie in general, but especially a rookie running back where we don't quite know what his role is going to be with Melvin Gordon. We didn't see much of them both on the field in the preseason together. So I'll go with Chase Edmonds there.
I'm going Javonte. They've already talked about this guy in depth, said he can handle a 3-down workload. Like, I get it. Melvin Gordon's probably can contribute. Probably going to limit Javonte Williams to like 15 touches on this game. But how many more touches do we expect Edmonds to get than 15?
Right. But if this is a high scoring game, right?
That's
the
fair.
Titans Cardinals game, there's a good chance that Edmonds gets into the end zone or something too.
Could be the case. I would still go with the upside of Javonte. Full PPR. Actually, I'd rank, like, in terms of like how I'd rank these guys.
That's close.
They're probably all like within 5 spots of each other. I would lean Odell.
I think I'd go Beckham.
I would lean Odell here, but like these are all really, really fine flex options, especially in full PPR.
Yeah, that's a really close one. Again, I think I'd disqualify Smith for the fact that he's a rookie, just given the safety aspect of playing a veteran in week 1. We know what their roles are going to be. So I'd go with Beckham in a full PPR, but Corey Davis is also a fine option. Should I trade Gaskin and Callaway for Thielen? Oh yeah, we already answered that. Yeah, I would trade Gaskin and Callaway for Thielen if you can swing that.
Love that. He's double viewing, bro. He's viewing it on Twitter and viewing it on
was that on
YouTube.
Twitter and on YouTube?
Yeah, I almost said on Tinder.
True. Viewing us on Tinder is also an elite play. Needs Zeke and Godwin to eat tonight. Good luck to your teams. I have a feeling you're going to be disappointed on the Zeke front, but I think Godwin will be eaten tonight.
That's in my home league too.
Oh, is it?
Mosh, who are you playing against? Who am I playing against is a question too.
Hines or Bell rest of season. That's close. If it's Hines, the scoring format would probably determine which one I go with here, but half PPR, full PPR, I'll take Hines.
Yeah, it's not that close for me. I'm just gonna take Hines.
Yeah, you're a big Hines truther. Jarvis Landry or Daryl Henderson flex 2 spot. Landry. We already answered that, I think. Yeah. But Jarvis Landry, if you missed it.
Deontay, give me Deontay here. I don't need to see much more. I get it. It's a tougher matchup, but I mean, we should expect like 10 targets, 12 targets.
Yeah. Give me Deontay for sure.
Oh, shit. Would you start all 3 of Zeke, Kamara, Mixon this week or take the chance of benching one for? I would not take the chance. Just go with those stud running backs that should get like 15 plus touches if you count Kamara, and the other 2 should get literally like 25 touches.
If you're feeling frisky, you sub out Zeke for Allen Robinson, but I still probably wouldn't do that. So I would stick with the running backs.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, boys. Best fantasy channel on YouTube. Appreciate that, Brendan. Nice seeing the support. Oh, we always click at the same time. Is the owner's box going to be live? I'm subscribed to them as well. I wish it was live. They were saying like they were having difficulties actually setting up the live. And speaking of being subscribed, Jared says 16 likes, 63 watching. If I check YouTube right now and we see not more than 16 likes, I'll be pretty upset. We have 21
currently. I'm looking at it right now.
54 of you in here now. Let's see 54 likes. Come on, it doesn't hurt too much.
Yeah, doesn't cost you anything. Can I trust Chris Godwin? Yes, you can. There's nothing. I mean, he's off the injury report. He's not even listed as questionable for the game, so you're good 100% to roll Godwin out there. 29 likes. That's more like it. There we go. Yeah, 31.
10 team PPR. I have CMC, Swift, Harris, Carter. Should I just wait and see how they do, or make a trade for RB depth? I would wait, man. Honestly, I think that's a fine core.
I think I'd wait as well.
Sermon or Javonte week 1. I will go Sermon there. I think his role is a little. I mean, the roles are probably similar, but again, then you're comparing the Giants versus the Lions. I have Sermon like in my fringe top 20 backs this week because I think he's just going to roll into the end zone a couple times. But yeah, I go Sermon. But I understand the debate there. Edmonds, Eckler, or AB at the flex and full PPR. I know Eckler's dealing with the hammy, but if Eckler plays, I can't sit Eckler.
Yeah, I agree.
What did I sell out?
I don't know.
The boys. We got Carl back. My bad.
Someone just gave a burst for Tom. Jesus Christ. This is why you listen to us when you play Dynasty, because we can't pull shit like this in our leagues, but I'm sure there's leagues out there where you can pull shit like this in.
Yeah, I take a third for Tyson Williams. This guy got a first.
Goat is correct. I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about the jersey.
CeeDee Lamb, bro. CeeDee Lamb.
Is that a goat or a lamb?
It's both.
We're gonna need clarification on the animal.
But Firmino out. Do you think Jota is a must-have in the midfield? I don't play a lot of soccer, but I mean Jota. I've seen him.
I've never heard of either guy, so I'm no help on this front.
Liverpool midfielder. I would personally, again, obviously with Firmino in there, he creates a lot of Liverpool's attack, but if he's going to miss time, I mean, Jota's a fine option. We saw in the Euro Cup, he's a good creator, good with the ball.
Why are we talking about soccer right now? Are we talking fantasy football right now? Like
fantasy football? Yeah, we got to rep the Liverpool
for sure. I'm starting CD over Robert Woods just because I mean,
that's the right option.
Fantasy to start for my team. There's no problem. What Cairo's doing is absolutely allowed in week 1. I will start inferior options on Thursday night just to watch them play on Thursday night.
Good thing CD's not the inferior option.
He's not, but he definitely isn't. But if you wanted to start like AB over like a fringe guy that's like in the same tier and you can't really decipher between both guys, start the guy that's playing tonight just for the thrill of watching him.
Facts. Make sure you start them in their positional spots and not the flex, though.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, that should go without saying. But if you guys are curious, make sure you start anybody playing tonight in their positional running back or wide receiver slot. Do not start them in the flex, because if an injury happens or something, then you have less flexibility to be able to maneuver your lineup Sunday at 4 or whatever time that injury comes up. So Zodat says, thanks, guys. Glad to have found this channel. Appreciate that. Zodat. Carl says, Landry, Corey Davis, or Chenault.
Corey.
Yeah, I'd probably lean Corey Davis, but Jarvis Landry would be right in that kind of neighborhood for me with those two guys.
I think Corey Davis legitimately going to have like 12 targets this week.
Convince me not to start Devontae over Claypool. Hate Claypool's cornerback matchup, and I have Hurts. So speaking of cornerback matchups, we didn't actually get to this week because we didn't have time to do the whole start-sit show, but I will actually pull up Claypool's cornerback matchup right now just because I want to make sure that I know who it is. So
it should be Wallace, no?
Currently it has listed, I need to view individual matchups. Okay. So currently when you look at Chase Claypool's matchup, it is set to be Levi Wallace for the most part, but he also is set to see about the same amount of snaps versus Trey White as well. So again, those corners don't shadow. It was actually somebody brought it up in the comments that the Bills don't shadow their corners, and he's right. I actually looked back, they don't. Mm-hmm. So it'll be Wallace and Tre'Davious White. I'd imagine Ben's just going to avoid throwing at Tre'Davious White. So if they scheme Claypool some plays, he's still going to be involved. I would still start Claypool over Devontae Smith personally.
Yep, same. I traded away Damon Harris for Hines and Claypool and full PPR. Who won? I mean,
that's not even. I would have taken Claypool for Damian Harris plus.
I mean, like it probably should be Damon Harris plus Hines for Claypool.
Yeah. But you're getting in a full PPR league, you're getting honestly comparable running back production out of those two guys, and with Claypool, you're getting much better, obviously, than nothing that you're getting with Damian Harris.
Sounds like me in my one Dynasty league. I legitimately have like 6 freaking Cowboys / Bucs players. I have like Brady, Godwin, Evans, Cooper, and like Gallup in the same game.
Oh, you guys heard it here first, by the way. We don't give a lot of kicker analysis on this channel, but Ryan Succop's going to be a top 3 kicker in fantasy this year. High scoring team, man.
I definitely considered it.
I definitely would.
The problem is you guys are efficient in the red zone.
Yeah, and we're aggressive too. And we go for it on 4th down all the time.
That's the only thing. Like I feel like Zane Gonzalez, is it still Zane Gonzalez or
the
is it
Giants?
Matt Prater now? Who's the kicker for freaking the
Cardinals because Kingsbury's
is it Prater now?
I have no idea, to be honest, but whoever Jason Garrett's kicker is probably smart bet for a lot of field goals too. It's probably why Dan Bailey was so good for as long as he was.
Yeah, Matt Prater's the kicker for the Cardinals. He should be doing really well this year.
Right, because Kingsbury has never gone for a 4th down in his life.
I don't think his testicles have dropped yet, though, to be fair.
Yeah. I'm dead. You can't pronounce Malachi.
Now you can. Malachi.
Yeah, I didn't know. I needed Danny to confirm it for me. I was here.
You were supposed to say Malachi.
Okay, yeah, I guess you don't know him personally. Maybe you're just here so much that I thought that. Okay, AK Gaming, Alvin Kamara's in the house. I stacked Dak, Zeke, and CD. What do you think they're each going to score? So if I were you, I don't know if you can change this or not, but I would start or stack Dak, CD, and Amari, or Dak, CD, and Gallup, because I don't think Zeke's going to have a very good game in this one.
I think Zeke's actually going to catch a few passes. It's going to blow his production, but like...
Okay, so he's going to catch a few passes.
He's not
gunned down by 45 after he catches the ball.
Like if the argument is Zeke going to be efficient in this game? No, he's probably going to average like 3.3 a carry. He's probably going to freaking catch like 4.
What was
like
Saquon's stat line against the Steelers last year in week 1? It's going to be like that.
Wasn't it like 15 carries for like 13
He caught like, he had like 7
like
targets, but he had like 15 carries for like 7 yards or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let me check Saquon. Which like he still produced like 18 fucking PPR points because of the catches.
I had dragged the leg and traded him out for Succop to have a more balanced approach. Yeah, I would prefer Succop long term anyway.
Bush 15 carries for 6 yards, 6 catches for 60 yards.
Yeah. Sebastian says, do I start Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase? Amari Cooper, not even really that close for me. DJ Moore, Jamar Chase. I don't know if this is the same league or not, but DJ Moore there for me as well. Again, with Chase, if you have better options like you do, obviously with Amari Cooper and DJ Moore, I'd prefer to see what we have in Jamar Chase in the first week. But if you do have to start him, he's obviously got a good matchup. Fitzmagic or Tannehill, not even really all that close.
Would you rather have AB or Corey Davis for the rest of the season? Give me Corey, even though it's close.
Yeah, I'll take Corey Davis. Not even really that close for me, to be honest.
Is he in with 2 accounts? We got 8K, and then we also got 8K Gaming.
Yeah, true.
Love that.
Okay, let's try and catch up on some questions here, because we got to probably... what time do you think you got to head out? Because you're a bit further from Owner's Box than I am.
Probably like within like the next 7 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to try and finish off all the questions that are on the screen right now. If we don't get to every question, I apologize. You guys can reach out to us on Twitter or something like that, and we can answer the question for you there. What?
I'm at Danny Football 59. Corey's at Football Stock, and obviously our shared Twitter, the Fantasy Stock Exchange Twitter at Fantasy Stock X. Fantasy Stock X. Sorry,
I think it's EX.
Yeah, X.
Sorry, yeah.
EX. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Callaway or Corey Davis week 1. Give me Corey Davis there. Brock says, if I can't make the Thielen trade, do I start Gaskin versus the Pats or Callaway versus the Packers at flex 2? I would start Gaskin versus the Packs. The Pats.
I love how he's like, when I was a kid and getting into football, meanwhile I was graduating high school.
True.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, wait, you were oh yeah, 2002. Damn. I'm out here then. I graduated high school, what,
Danny was in diapers
ago.
in 2002.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn for start. So it's a little Jarwin or Johnson full PPR. Wow, you're in a gross spot that you have to start either, but I would go with Jarwin. And then a half PPR, start 3 of the following. Ridley, Lamb, Ayuk. Oh my
I'd
God,
say you're in a better spot in that league than you are in the other one. Give me Ridley, Lamb, and Ayuk.
Yeah, first 3. But yeah, that is stocked up. Thoughts on Calvin Ridley? Thoughts on Chris Godwin tonight? Chris Godwin's probably going to be a good high-end wide receiver too, with wide receiver 1 upside.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna have him probably. I'm gonna finish off my rankings once we hop off of here, but he's probably gonna end up being around wide receiver 12 to 14 for me if I had to guess.
Where do I have him right now? He's currently my 15, but I gotta adjust some stuff right there.
Yeah. Okay. Also, will there be a stream before the Sunday games? Of course, Spicy Hot.
Of course. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Justin says Eckler, AB, or Boyd in full PPR at the flex spot. Give me Eckler there, even as limited, if he is limited.
Dawson says Robbie Anderson or Chenault Jr. Give me Robbie Anderson, that little revenge game.
Yep. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, unfortunately. Should I trade away Najee for CeeDee Lamb and Pittman? I would keep Najee Harris there.
I want to know your running back depth here.
It doesn't matter to me.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd probably still go Najee, but like if you need wide receivers, I'm fine with making this move.
A better receiver than Pittman, maybe I would consider a trade like this. But
like if it was Lamb and Elijah Moore, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I still probably wouldn't do it, but I'm also high on Najee Harris. So
I also have Elijah Moore as like a fringe top 30.
I also have Najee Harris as my 7th overall player, so it's pretty hard for me to get off of Najee Harris.
He's my 16th player, I believe, right now. So that's kind of different.
I just joined, so I don't know if you talked about Tyson Williams, but should I pick him up? My bench is Claypool, Daryl Henderson.
Pick him up for Rager, maybe.
Yeah, I would pick him up for Rager. Yeah, you could drop Jalen Rager for him.
Yeah. Juju makes TikToks for. There you go.
Damn, we're really behind then.
Starting running backs are Saquon Demont. Yep, your show there. Promote. Yeah. the fuck Mary kill. Is it crazy to start Antonio Brown over Jared? No, it's perfectly fine, honestly.
I think it's crazy. I would start Jerry Jeudy.
I would start Judy too, but I don't think it's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Yeah. But I would again. This is the situation. You want to watch football tonight and have some fantasy stake in it, then start Antonio Brown. But I think the smarter play is to start Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah. Below is sure. Okay, grapefruit. For real, LOL. He's got questions they got to answer. Amen, Spicy Hot. Amen. We don't mind some questions. I mean, best fantasy channel here, so why not ask? Thank you. Appreciate that, Almond.
Appreciate that.
Claypool or Gallup at flex this week. I love Gallup, but I'm starting Claypool here.
Yep.
Yeah, I asked on Twitter, then switch to YouTube. You gotta love it, Brock. Gotta love it.
Little double views.
Full PPR, Henderson or Tyson. Give me Henderson here, and I'm not even a big fan of Henderson.
Yep.
He's playing Conrad. He's getting his ass whipped. Somehow need Allen Harris, Zeke, and Godwin to get 100. The thing is, you got superstar talent that could put that up. So fingers crossed on your part. Half PPR, start 1 in the flex. Gaskin, Judy, Boyd. This is Judy. Yeah, it's a tier above. Gotta love that spike. Yeah, I mean, Spicy Hot Jared always getting the like.
And if you just join the stream, go ahead and like the stream up because it costs you nothing and it helps us out a lot.
Yep, appreciate that. What are we at right now? Last 43. Time I checked, yeah, we're at 43. Correct. Give me Ayuk here, Cameron. I love Claypool and it's fucking close, but Ayuk against the Lions legitimately might put up 150 in the first half.
Yeah, he's gonna be fringe top 15 probably for me in my rankings this week.
Last one, LOL rate 12 team PPR. Herbert, Gibson, JT, Godwin, Smith. Yeah, that's like a 9.510.
I don't need to read the rest of that team.
Ayuk, Hoods, Woods, not Hoods. Ayuk, Woods, and Higgins need to. I would sit Woods here.
Yeah, I'd probably sit Woods too, but they're all kind of in that same neighborhood.
I just see Jared's question a little later on. Yeah, facts. A little fantasy football. Well. Those are goats, but for y'all,
fantasy facts, full
facts. Yeah, amen. Though I can't wait for tonight. Beth, thank you. Anytime, Yadiel. Full point PPR, Gaskin, Drake, Sutton, Callaway for the flex. Give me Gaskin here. It's close though.
Yeah, if Sutton didn't have such a bad matchup, I'd probably lean Sutton,
Same.
but I'd probably go with Gaskin there.
Yep. Also, you like how I pronounce Yadiel right? Let me know
Yeah, that
actually
was
if I
correct.
pronounce Yadiel right. Yeah.
Yeah. I have Zeke and I have Damian Harris and Hines. Should I keep Zeke?
Yes.
Oh, like in your starting lineup? Is that what he
Yes.
means?
Yes.
Yeah. Even though despite the bad matchup, he keeps Zeke in there.
Yes, sir. I had Saquon and watched that week 1 painful match. Yeah,
I did.
At least you got the PPR points. You know what? What you get? Like 12 points. I mean, it's not a classic
It was not a good
Saquon
matchup
game.
though. It's like when you get 24 touches or whatever, you want more points.
Yeah, facts. Also, I just noticed Spicy Hot's wrench in the chat. Love to see
flexing his wrench.
Amen.
All right, we'll speed through these last couple, and then we got to head out of here because Danny's got a bit of a drive on his hands here. So, aka different accounts, LOL. Antonio Brown or T. Higgins at the flex.
Higgins.
Give me T. Higgins there.
Yep.
Class of 18. Danny,
Yes,
let's go.
sir.
Bryson sounds like he's your age. Should I
Yes,
start
sir.
AB or Claypool? Go with Claypool there.
Claypool.
That's the second question. It's from a neighborhood league with a bunch of boomers around my neighborhood, and it was a $50 buy-in. Sounds like some free cash.
Amen.
Ronald Jones or Chase Edmonds at the flex. Give me
give me Jones and play him at RB2.
Yeah, give me Jones, play him at RB2, but Chase Edmonds is quite close there as well. I honestly might lean Edmonds there, man. It's close.
Facts. This is a close one. Who are you taking here?
Give me Sexy Pats has the pass catching upside for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like in a tight
end,
the
players that Sexy Pats likes, it's always Eckler, it's Swift. It's like he's got the full PPR aspect.
But in a tight end premium, T Max like 6'4".
That is true. Yeah, he's got the size. Sexy Pats might have better BMI though, so give me the
facts. But what was his college dominator? Did he break out at 20?
Yeah. Damn, I was just about to go pick Tyson for Rager. Someone picked him up literally right now. If you can get Le'Veon Bell instead of Tyson, I'd go and grab him. Should I drop Samuel and Gus Edwards? Samuel and Gus Edwards. Curtis Samuel, is that who you're asking? You could hold on to Curtis Samuel for now unless you have someone better on the waiver wire. But yeah, you can drop Gus Edwards.
Yep, amen. So we'll get back to Spicy Hot and then go to Spicy Hot. Appreciate the $5.
This is why you have a wrench, my man.
Yeah, amen. You got a massive wrench in the chat, let me tell you.
We really about to have some football. Yeah, once I get off this call, I'm gonna have like a shower. I'm drinking some seltzers right now. I'll probably have
I'm bringing a couple beers down to the owner's box.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna probably have a shower seltzer on the.
That is epic.
Hyped up. Huh?
That is how you set the tone. A shower seltzer. Of course,
yeah. Outlook on Jalen Reagor this year. My outlook is that he's going to stink because he's not very good. That's my outlook. I might sound harsh, but I don't think he's a good player based on what I saw from reception perception, based on what I thought of him coming out of school, based on the fact that the Eagles passed on Justin Jefferson because they're trolling. Yeah, I just don't think Jalen Reagor is even worth rostering.
He's quite literally the worst separator versus man coverage since Justin Hunter.
Yeah, he's literally like since 2014, the amount of time that Matt Harmon's been charting wide receivers, he is the second worst wide receiver in that history of time at separating versus man coverage, and the fifth worst against press. So again, Devontae Smith, he's going to eat up everything that Jalen Reagor was going to do, in my opinion.
See you guys Sunday. I'm trying to be first, and let's score some touchdowns tonight, boys. Yes, sir. Can't wait.
8-team full PPR benches: Woods, Higgins, Claypool, Javonte, Chase, Chenault, Tyson. Need to drop one for a kicker. Drop Tyson. Yeah. Okay, so did you guys see his amazing ball skills in BDG's vlog? Dude is athletic as a green bean. No, I didn't actually watch the BDG vlog, to be honest.
I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. All I know is Sexy Pat setting the tone on that league. Yeah,
for sure. Drop Reagor for Bell. Yeah, drop Reagor for Bell. Yeah, if you can. Tony is the new Reagor. Honestly, I liked Tony more as a prospect than I liked Reagor.
I mean, I liked Reagor a little bit more, but like what I won't understand is they took Tony over freaking Elijah Moore and Rashad.
Dude, they took Reagor over Jefferson. So
I know,
and Ayuk.
Yeah, fuck damn. All right. I'll see everyone Sunday. See you Sunday. Mr. Massive Wrench Blue Man Moderator Spicy Hot. Love to see it. WS channel. Appreciate that below. Only matter of time until y'all blow up. Especially if Notorious did way better quality. Appreciate that. That's our boy over there.
That's our boy, but we appreciate the compliment.
We appreciate the comment. But anything else?
All right, let's go. I just crushed this. Danny's got a long drive ahead of him. Amir's coming to get me before we go.
I would drink, but I gotta drive. I might just get Marco to handle the driving.
Yeah, I know. Amir's driving me. That's why I'm drinking.
Yeah, that's epic.
I was like, my team's playing. You got to drive me.
Yeah, I'll tell Marco that too. Here, one sec.
All right. Peace out, guys. We're gonna head out of here. Hopefully, Danny doesn't cry too much as a result of this game. But go Bucs. Peace out, guys. Thanks for joining us.